This is Assam, the peerless land, the gateway to northeastern India. Here nature herself has painted the vibrant landscape with hillocks, woods, brooks and streams, flora and fauna, and above all, the affectionate people. Assam is an abode of one-horned rhino, the blue rivers and red mountains. The aromatic tree gardens and dense forests. Assam bears a testimony of rich cultural heritage through its temples, monuments and the torrential Brahmaputra river. It is a legendary state of age-old traditions and culture. Assam is one of the richest biodiversity zones in the world and consists of tropical rainforests, deciduous forests, riverine grasslands, bamboo orchards and numerous wetland ecosystems. The rich ethnic origin of the Assamese hails from the Mongoloid tribes to those of Indian and Austric stock. Assam's economy is fundamentally agrarian. Over 70% of the state's population relies on agriculture as farmers, as agricultural laborers for their livelihood. Out of 6.5 million households in Assam, 85% are rural marginal farmers and fishers, thriving in more than 25,000 villages. Agriculture lies at the center tenet of development in the state and contributes 38% of the state's domestic product. In this climate milieu, Assam now must explore the potentials of organic farming and agroforestry to leverage the carbon financing pathways to sustainability and inclusive growth.
Why we are interested in looking at agroforestry is because the assessments we've carried out elsewhere in the world have suggested very strongly that agroforestry has a multitude of benefits which aren't valued in the marketplace. So for instance, there is obviously a great deal of climate change mitigation, carbon sequestration and storage, but also the provision of hydrological services, freshwater quality and freshwater quantity. There are also social benefits and cultural benefits which are afforded by focusing on agroecology, agroforestry systems.
The state has already embarked almost 1 million hectares of land in agroforestry. The focus has been on both food and livelihood for people. Present potentials affirm a possibility of covering 21,700 square kilometers area under agroforestry.
ये जंगल साफ करना होता है हम लोगों का। हर महीना जंगल साफ करते हैं हम लोग एग्रोफॉरेस्ट्री में 4 आदमी है। ये जो हमारा साइंटिस्ट है, साइंटिस्ट लोग ये लोग देखता है हम लोगों का काम। जो हम लोग ये हाजिरा करते हैं इधर में, हम लोगों को पैसा मिलता है 352 रुपया।
Tea agroforestry in Assam covers 4.5% of total geographic area today, and it entails 85% of commercial plantation. Its future potentials too are commendable. In the last decade, overall tea production has increased by 1.7%. Organic tea and organic farm producers can be the new narrative for rural development in Assam.
The project steering committee recommended that we also work and extend our work towards the Northeast region. So that was looking at the Mission Organic Value Chain Development for the Northeast region, also the National Bamboo Mission. So this basically, provides more of a robust analysis of government interventions on organic farming and agroforestry, and as such making a case for that shift or transition to sustainable agriculture.
Through this project, we can support the state level and national policy priorities for implementing agroforestry in the state of Assam by making the economic case, so measuring and valuing the ecosystem services that are enhanced through agroforestry schemes by putting a quantitative value on those enhanced ecosystem services and providing the government with the economic evidence base that it needs to make the case to continue to upscale agroforestry in the state of Assam. And we strongly support CAFRI in implementing that and the government of Assam in their ambitions for the state.
Assam is highly vulnerable to disasters and climate impacts. From flood to forest fire, Assam remains to be a soft target. This impacts both land and life in Assam. Forest cover in Lower Brahmaputra Valley agroclimate zone has declined by 415 square kilometers and by 244 square kilometers in hill districts of Assam since 2011. To combat these challenges, the state needs to plan for integrated agro-farming intervention. This would enable innovative climate financing. Present-day planning in collaboration with the TEEBAgriFood program of UN Environment, learning landscapes are being developed to assure this new horizon.